Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In my previous video I promised that I want to record my folder tour. It's almost like Sketchbook tour, but these drawings are not in Sketchbook. These drawings are in a folder that lives there under the table. You'll see it in a minute. This is gonna be another art vlog. Since this is art vlog, I also wanted to show off what I've been doing in the recent days. You can see that my bunny that I started a few days ago now armed. Look at this iron beast. Also, his square face reminds me of the face of Hannibal Lecter from movies. Like, look at this. I don't see the difference between them. And also, if my hair would be in a secret agent, he would have a code name called Square S. Look at this. And the reason for that, why is he so square, is because these wires that I showed you in my previous video are so difficult to work with. Also, I want to show you, since I'm working with this hardcore material, these iron wires, I wear a protection. Check this out. I don't have a proper mask that covers my face and protect me from these small, dangerous, flying little things. But I need to protect my eyes somehow, so I stole glasses from my younger sister, and I'm look stylish when I work with these wires. By the way, I don't have any sunglasses. What I want to show you in this video. Years ago I created many drawings, most of them based on photos, some of them were plein air drawings, and I thought that I can show you what's hiding behind my table, and you will see how dangerous it to go down there, and you will see why. Under this table there is a folder where all my drawings are. It's all dusty and ugly, and I'm scared to go down there, but I have no other choice. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There is dust everywhere. I'm gonna be recording it like this. Everything is upside down. So, what we have here. My first drawing is watercolor drawing. I painted it in technique wet on wet. This is not based on a photo. I found this on the internet, and this was a quick sketch that I made for one of the YouTube videos. Next drawing. This is my very old drawing. I made it as one of the sketches for my drawings that I was making at university for my diploma. And this another drawing that I created for the same reason. Here are so many drawings that I created on a toned paper. This is all based on my photos, and this is Greece. Ruins, beautiful nature with these dry trees, castles. Also trees. By the way, Russian-speaking viewer can purchase these drawings at my shop at Yandex Market. Link is in the description. I was using black and white markers and toned paper. Also Greece. And here I also added white pen. I see more Greece. Honestly, I don't know what to say about these drawings, because all of them based on the photo, it's the same place, so I don't have any interesting stories to tell. In these drawings I was trying to use only three values, the shadow, light and middle tone. Another yard somewhere, I don't remember where. Also, I have terrible memory. I cannot say that, oh, this was the castle and name of the castle was this. No, I remember nothing. Yay, shitty memories. Shitty memories means that you are surprised every day. This is supposed to be a sea and trees. Another view. I remember I was so proud with making these sketches because I was not very good at drawing architecture back then. So when I was succeeding at it, I was so proud. Boats. I don't know what is this about boats and ships. I always want to draw them when I see them. All of these marine landscapes, I don't know why. If you're a regular viewer of mine, you know that I often draw mermaids and I'm inspired by pirates. So, I don't know, something about water and seas and ships and boats. It's something that inspires me all the time. I cannot explain why I have this interest to these objects. I don't know. Another architecture. Small sketches. I remember this place. This is, and it was old city, and this is entrance to new city. Absolutely beautiful tree. It was dry and there was no foliage, and there were many these small, I forgot how to translate it. Also, beautiful view. I really like the fountain on a square. More boats and sea view. Another view. So, and these drawings I didn't post at my shop because I have no idea how to ship pastel drawings properly, because I cannot ship drawings like that. If I want to sell these paintings, I have to use a frame and the glass, because I need to protect the pastels, since soft pastel is very it's easy to damage the drawing. This is drawing. This is drawing based on a photo. I painted my sister and her dog. Also, this is very old drawing. And this is, I don't think I will ever sell this drawing. I refuse to sell this drawing. This is my, okay, maybe I sell this drawing, I don't know. But if I sell, I would be grieving. And this happens rarely when I feel so possessed about something. But this drawing is unique, since this is church. And this is beautiful church, and this church is very unusual. The interior of church had this bright blue color, and this is not typical. I don't think you can often see it somewhere where I live. So when I saw this forbidden church, even though I'm not a religious person, I was so inspired by this architecture, so I painted it. This drawing is damaged slightly. This is Czech St. Paul's Cathedral, probably. I don't know if I remember it correctly. This was PortAventura. I'm someone who has never been at the Disneyland, but I've been at the PortAventura. It's in Spain many years ago. And this is also from there. I was trying to draw the crowd, many people. If you subscribed for me for a long time, you probably saw how I was drawing it. This is also wet into wet, wet in wet. It's wet. Sorry, I don't know how to call this technique properly. I was drawing on a wet paper, and the water in this created this blurry effect with watercolors. This is my bird Shika. I painted him from life, probably. Yes, I painted him from life, and I was telling him all the time that to look there. So because I was drawing and I need him to stand still, and he was posing for me, which is very strange because birds usually don't do that. This is also Shika. This was supposed to be a Christmas card. New Year's card. Another attempt to make watercolor drawings with wet into wet. This is a small drawing. I cut the excess of this drawing because I wanted to put it in frame, but then I changed my mind, so this drawing doesn't have frame. This is Sagrada Familia, Spain. This is so beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen in my life. This is just empty page. This is gouache drawing. I was drawing a bridge in my hometown. This is also based on a photo. I didn't paint it from life. This is also Greece. I painted it from life, and I remember how difficult it was to paint it because it was hot summer day, and I think I started it drawing from life and then I finished it based on a photo. I painted this from life probably, and this then I finished at home. And painting at summertime in a very hot country when there is bright sun, this was very difficult. I don't know what's more difficult to paint when this is very hot summer day in a hot country, or when I had a weak attempt to paint from life and went to the forest when it was snow and it was probably -20 or -25 degrees outside. I regretted this decision later. No, I could not paint back then. This is also mixed media, soft pastels and gouache. Another Greece drawings. As I said before, all of these drawings were from my diploma years that I painted years ago. Also soft pastels. This was my gift to, I don't know, I probably wanted to give this for my family, but I don't know what this drawing doing here. This is very strange. I thought that this drawing is not here. Another Greece drawing. And another Greece drawing. Greece. Also Greece. I feel like there should be other drawings, not only Greece in this folder. Stairs. Also Greece. Oh no. You're not supposed to see that. Another Greece drawing. I don't like this drawing. And I don't like this drawing too. These are my sketches. Compositional sketches. I was trying to find the places for everything on my paintings. This was probably notes from my teacher. Here you can see Zlatic. I painted him from life, At that time he still had a fur. Right now he doesn't have fur because, as doctors said, that he has alopecia X. I have no idea what this is. Google has no idea what this is, and doctors have no idea what this is. What I mean by that he lost most of his fur, unfortunately. But there were times when he had fur. Also, Greece views. Finally something but Greece. Another watercolor drawing. I was trying this technique. Painting on a white paper. This probably was my attempt to paint a fog. This is green parakeet. No, I forgot the name of this parakeet. A very beautiful bird. It's almost the same size as the budgie birds, but it's more beautiful and not so loud as budgies. Another birds. Here you can see my bird collection. I wanted to attempt an event where people sell things related to animals, insects, and all the stuff. By that I mean where people sell the jewelry, handmade jewelry, other art, and I was hoping that I would be there and would be selling my drawings, but there were no more places left, so I did not participate there. But I have good drawings. This is gouache. Also birds. I'm not saying the names of the birds because I forgot how to translate them into English. I'm sorry. This is European birds. And this bird, this is a cuckoo. Cuckoo? No, I don't know. I'll look up how this bird called in English. This bird is not raising their small birds, and they place their eggs to the nest of other birds, and then other birds raising their children. So these birds are parasites. And here you can see that this small bird raising the cuckoo bird and thinks that this is her child. And as you can see, this bird is very small. This parent thinks that this giant bird is their child. I thought that this is funny. This is why I made these two drawings. Whoa! I made this drawing. This is a drawing of a cafe in my hometown, and I don't know. I was visiting this cafe since I was a child, and I like this cafe, and not because this is, I don't know, the best food that I ever tried. No, but because I think that this place is, I don't know. You know, when you get attached to something when you're a child, then you grow up and you're still attached to this. So I feel like I attached to this place, and for some reason the view of this cafe always seemed beautiful to me. But then I made a drawing and realized that this is not beautiful, and probably this is because I made a shitty composition and I could make it better. Here you can see I took photos in a zoo. Probably, I don't remember. Was I painting this from life? I don't know. This was years ago. I don't remember. This was my attempt to draw a background from imagination. I just want to draw a cafe. This is also watercolors. This is one of the oldest drawings that I have here. I painted this in 2012 when I finished a school. My parents and my younger sister visited Turkey, and I was so happy that I finally finished the school, so I was happy and made many watercolor drawings. And all of these drawings were painted from life. Wait, and this is not Turkey. This is somewhere in my hometown. And also this is somewhere in hometown. This is I painted years later. This Egypt probably. I don't know. Olive trees. Or what is this, Tunisia? All my memories so mixed together, I don't remember anything. I remember these places, but I don't remember when it was and where it was. This is again my hometown. This is definitely Turkey. 2012. I really like this drawing, but I remember that I didn't like the people. Because I didn't want to paint people, so I made this black silhouettes of people, and I was hoping that it will do the trick, but it didn't do the trick. This is also Turkey. And this too, all this watercolor. This old drawing is based on a photo, not my photo, and here you can see I painted this in 2012 also. I don't remember if this is watercolor or not. This is a drawing of St. Petersburg. This was a gift for my grandma. This is also St. Petersburg. Fountains, also very old drawing. And this was my attempt to paint on a bigger sheet of paper. Also watercolor drawing. This I was painting not so long time ago. I was trying to draw from life, and I forgot how to paint with watercolors. I forgot which colors, I forgot which colors I have, how to mix them, and all of the colors on this drawing are wrong. The only thing right about this is values, but the rest of the drawing is completely not right. This was also my attempt to paint with watercolor, to remember how to paint with watercolor. Also my attempt to paint wet in with the wet technique. This is also my old drawing. Gouache painting. This was my recent drawing. As you can see what I'm doing, you can see that my old drawings, watercolor drawings, looked probably better than my new drawings. And the reason for that is because when I painted with watercolors, you can see that this is more pale drawings compared to this. And what I'm doing here, I was trying to make my drawings darker, so more saturated. And when I started making my drawings more saturated, it started losing its, I don't know, charm, I guess. So I'm still trying to figure out my style here. This drawing is better, but again, not perfect. This is gouache painting. I was drawing with dry gouache paint, and I did not enjoy painting it at all because my paints were messed up. Also gouache drawing. Another gouache drawing. These drawings are better. Another drawing that I don't like. Oh, and this drawing. I hate this drawing. I hate this drawing. Here is something wrong with colors. I didn't choose the right blue for this drawing. This drawing is boring. This is also boring. This was my sketch for my future drawing. I wanted to make oil painting with flowers, and I painted this, but I think I need to work on this painting more. Another drawing that I'm not fan of. This was another attempt to paint forests. I don't know what this is. This I painted from life. Here I was trying to use wet technique and also dry technique and all of... not fun. This is also ruined. This, I painted this from life, and I think this is not a bad drawing. Not perfect, but not bad. Another drawing that I hate. This is not a bad drawing. I was painting from imagination. I took photos of the flowers and wanted to create this forest with all of these flowers. As you can see, here's huge sign that says 2013. 2013. I painted this in a hostel at my first year at university. It was a beautiful scenery, but I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Here you can see I was watching years ago the show, how it's called, Merlin, and I was drawing the main character from there. Also some sketches. This is very old drawing. I wanted to paint the sunset. This was also a gift from my grandma, also very old drawing in 2011. This is based on Crime and Punishment, Raskolnikov and the old lady. I think you can recognize who this is. Sorry, I have dirt everywhere. This is disgusting. Captain Jack Sparrow. And this is, I painted this not so long time ago, a few years ago. Barbie. Oh, Wednesday, another watercolor drawing. Cruella. This is very old drawing. Also painted it. It was one of my homework for my university classes, and this is also what I made at the plein air. This is Greece drawings. This is somewhere in Moscow. This is also painted at the plein air. I don't remember where this is. This is, I don't know where this is. I don't remember, sorry. Another plein air drawing at a very small town. Yeah. Small town called Nerechta. I remember that this town was a nightmare for me. I'm sorry if there are some people from Nerechta who might be watching me and you're a fan of your town. But yeah. Another Moscow cityscape. Construction somewhere abroad. Also don't remember where this is. This is my hometown. Also plein air. This is Bulgaria. Plein air drawing. This is Greece. As you can see, these drawings are not very bright, and this is not because I didn't know how to draw, but because these drawings, I have this drawing for many years, so if I would sell these drawings, for example, I need to correct it and to make value structure more, how do I say it, to add contrast, to make shadows darker and light lighter. I remember I was so proud with this drawing. Also plein air drawings, this chopped tree in a forest. I enjoyed drawing this. I remember how much I enjoyed drawing this. And this is soft pastels and gouache. View in my hometown. I was searching for compositions years ago one of my university homeworks. I remember that when I showed this drawing for one of my teachers, he was so offended. He was like, were you trying to make a composition or you were just painting what you see in front of your eyes? And I didn't answer, because the answer is the second option. And this is also a drawing that offended him. This was my attempt to paint the soft pastels. The snow. This is Spain, I remember this. This is also Spain. And this is also Spain. This I painted, this drawing based on my photos. I didn't draw it from life. This is drawing from life, and I think this is also Spain, but I'm not sure. This is hotel. I remember that after swimming, I was very bored, and I started drawing what I see in front of me. Another view of Nerichte. Greece. This was my drawing from life. I wanted to draw alien planet. Not so alien, it's more like Earth, but we've changed colors. This is based on a photo from my hometown. As you can see, perspective here is non-existent. The house is falling. The lighthouse is falling. This is Egypt, probably. And here you can see Zlatik. This is based on one of his photos when he was very young, when he was probably 2 years old or maybe 1 year old. He was very fluffy back then. This was a gift for my mother for one of the holidays. This is based on a photo. This is beautiful view. This is portrait of my sister Kate, of my cousin Kate. I made this in 2016. This is fan art based on over the garden wall. I don't remember what I was drawing, but I remember that I was inspired. This is based on Gravity Falls, also my old drawing. This time I realized that I can use gouache and soft pastels, and it creates this cool effect. Very old drawing. Like very old drawing. I don't remember when I painted it. And there are few drawings that left here. I wanted to include this into my exhibition. Sorry, this is all so dirty. I wanted to include this drawing to my exhibition of the birds collection. But I didn't include this drawing. There are only oil painting in this collection, and this also I wanted to include into the exhibition. And some other drawings that I really like. This is based on probably, I don't remember if this Spain or not. This is not Spain, it's probably Czech Republic. I forgot, but I remember that I like drawing that. So yeah, that's the end of this huge folder. So this is my folder tour. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm all sweaty, as you can see. Now I need to edit this video. This is gonna be a very long video. I see you in the next video. Bye.